Where Winds Meet dropped into our laps globally on November 14th and has since then dazzled players with its combat exploration and moving story. But the game isn't always positive. Sometimes there are things that will annoy us, and I'm sure you'll be able to relate to some of these. So strap in, you glorious wind-striding maniacs. It's time to gust through these gripes and cackle all the way as we finally see where our annoyed winds meet. As we wander the world, there's all these beautiful signposts that other players have left up to guide us or misdirect us along the way. Between being extremely helpful and downright trollish, these signposts are a major part of Where Winds Meet world, whether we like it or not, even though you can turn it off. But let's not, because that's fun. And what really gets on a lot of our nerves are the people that place the signpost down right where you need to interact with the object. Be it a chest, a ladder, or an oddity, these signposters make sure to place it right where you don't need it just to tick you off. They're like the world's most passive-aggressive GPS, sometimes whispering sweet nothings like, treasure this way, and others that say, oddity here, while it's on top of the oddity so you can't even interact with it. Personally, I hope a mosquito finds them in their sleep because a downvote to their post doesn't quite feel the right punishment to me. While we adore Where Winds Meet, fight me if you don't, let's be real, these menus are full-on sadistic game of memory crossed with Where's Waldo book printed in invisible ink. Some of you still haven't found where you can change your flying skill or even how to hide your weapons because the menus are literally hiding it from you. Maybe one day we'll all remember how to get to the section of the menus without opening at least 5 different sections looking for it. Another thing we can probably all agree upon is the fact that the multiplayer activities, including the MMO world, comes with some fun things to do together with others. However, whoever decided to allow us all the ability to have an open mic, especially on the boat, should really consider removing that feature.
Purely choosing to breathe in dick particles.
I feel like every time I turn on the ability to hear others in a social setting in this game, I instantly regret it and turn it off. My brain cells are officially cooked. And if you should ever dare to need other humans to come into your world or vice versa for an injury, prepare yourself for the doctor bomb. Everyone and their brother's mother is in the Silver Needle right now, and you best brace yourself if you mention you're in need of heals in chat. There's not enough apples you can eat in a day to keep these eager beavers at bay as they spam you with co-op requests to come and give you the healing touch for those sweet social point likes that a TikToker would be envious of. And vice versa. If you're the doctor themselves, someone will ask you for heals and you will show up in the world only to find them already healed, and you're in an awkward stare-off and a doctor circle jerk of others who have pulled into this healing session because the player thought they needed more than one doctor. And now you're just in the most awkward Mexican standoff since the good, the bad, and the overhealed.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
There's not enough time for me to heal you from these experiences, but feel free to vent your frustrations in the comments below. Once more, other humans tend to complicate situations because you rely on them. And quite frankly, they suck. If you've ever gone into sword trials or hero realms with others, you know all too well that relying on others is the worst trust fall exercise you've ever done to date. From mechanics that are easier than coloring inside the lines, you'd think people would have a grasp of the mechanics after 2 weeks of seeing it in typically large text floating across the middle of the screen telling you what to do, but this is just not the case. From people stacking barrels on top of each other or folks not understanding that everyone needs to pay attention to shooting the large coin and chanting others in the sky, you're just out of luck. And heaven forbid you wipe one time because people will leave, even though it's like the trash taking itself out because 70% of the time they were the problem. Running with randos makes me super glad I have wonderful guildmates to run activities with. If you're tired of randos that do half your damage and don't know how to heal, call me. I got you. I do both.
It doesn't last on DPS.
And as we continue playing the game, some of us have seen some interesting bugs and boo-boos to say the least. By no means does Where Winds Meet have game-breaking bugs, but it is kind of hilarious when you come across various problems in the game. From English voiceovers being literal cuts from the studio that they forgot to edit out to flying Tai Chi skills. We've all come across some unintentional hilarity within the game, and it's been worth every bit of stopping and staring. What's been the funniest bug you've seen in the game so far? Obtaining titles comes with dedication, sometimes at your own peril. As you see the list of the titles, outfits, and accessories, you quickly realize you're all in. And none can be more tiring than that of attempting the Streak of Bad Luck title. Imagine standing at this tree for hours or maybe even days trying to get it to hit you with the lightning 50 times just so you can have the achievement and title while lightning dances around you and hits everyone but you. Between hitting the tree and doing duo poses, I promise your fingers will be quite tired by the time you're done with this achievement and many other achievements, because we know that you need that petting 40 cats one. Another thing many of us have achieved is this. From spikes falling randomly from the ceiling to just lightly touching the tail end of the spike, we've all died to this surprise mechanic in the game at least once. There you are, minding your own business, and then bam, acupuncture at its worst. And with that, I will leave you with memories only experience in playing Where Winds Meet can provide. Let me know in the comments below what still haunts your thoughts from the game. This was MRSSTIX logging off for...
Oh my god!